welcome to Tales of Honor Podcast, a podcast dedicated to telling the true stories of every recipient of the Medal of Honor. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Tales of Honor Podcast. I'm your host, Christoph Ambrosch, and I am just getting over a cold, so I do apologize. The stuffiness of my voice. It started last week, and I think I'm just about over it. Sitting here with my cup of Black Rifle coffee to get my day jump-started and hopefully to help clear out my system a little bit. Today's episode is episode number 241, and if this is your first time hearing this podcast, welcome, and please be sure to subscribe everywhere you're listening. This way, you can get new episodes every time they come out, every Wednesday and Sunday. And now, a tale of honor. John was born on the 7th of February, 1865, in Ballinrobe, Ireland, and his passage to the United States came about after he was allegedly involved in an incident that had the Royal Irish Constabulary after him. He had walked 18 miles to get on a train in Queenstown where he would earn his trip to the States through work. Later, he enlisted in the U.S. Navy on the 20th of July, 1893, as a coal passer and served on the USS Massachusetts during the Spanish-American War and the USS Vicksburg during the Philippine-American War, where he would earn his first Medal of Honor. The citation reads, "On board the USS Vicksburg for heroism in the line of his profession at the time of the accident to the boilers, 29 May, 1901. 8 years later, John's actions earned him a second Medal of Honor, and the citation reads, "Water tender serving on board the USS Salem for extraordinary heroism in the line of his profession on the occasion of the accident to one of the boilers of that vessel, 13 September, 1909. John continued to serve until 1916 when he retired after 23 years in the Navy. When World War I began, he chose to re-enlist and served in New York for 3 years. After 26 years of service, John lived out his retirement, occasionally returning home to Ballinrobe to visit. A statue was later unveiled on the 4th of September, 2010, of John, and the daughter of his nephew had said that when John visited, he would give sweets and coins to the children of the town. John died on the 20th of May, 1938, at the age of 73, and 22 years later, a U.S. Navy destroyer was launched and named in his honor. The USS John King would travel to Dublin to unveil a plaque in Ballinrobe. John King is buried in the Calvary Cemetery in Hot Springs, Arkansas. And that was a Tale of Honor. Thank you for listening to Tales of Honor Podcast. Head on over to talesofhonorpodcast.com for more information, other ways to listen and support the podcast, and please be sure to leave a good rating and a nice review. If you have any questions or comments, you can send them on over to talesofhonorpodcast@gmail.com. And until next time, I'm Christoph Ambrosch. Thanks for listening.